how's it going today? I have a 2018 Ford Transit passenger van that we're doing a build on. It's a pretty unique van and I'm sure you'll be seeing more of it, but this is kind of an opportunity to show you a little bit more about the plumbing system that we're putting in this. It's unique, partly because it's got the Fresaire evaporative cooling unit in it. I know a lot of you have probably seen that online, probably wondering about it, curious about it. I don't have a lot to tell you yet because I haven't kind of had the real world feedback on it, but I can show you what we've done for the installation of it that I think is unique and also improves upon the system that Fresaire already has. So behind me is the tanks and all the plumbing, so I'm going to walk you through it. Just give you kind of a look inside. A lot of times when I do these videos, it's after the van's completely done. So I thought I would take this opportunity to show you some plumbing before it's all covered up and kind of hidden behind the cabinetry and casework. So yeah, so I hope you enjoy it. Couple things to let you know. I'm super grateful for all of you that have subscribed. So many comments, a lot of positivity. I super appreciate it. I can't wait to get more of this out there. Also, we are going to be kind of rebranding, as you know, or as you see. This is under Fresaire Concept, which is the company that I started a couple years ago to just kind of cover the things that I've been doing. But we are going to have a new brand that is all for the vans and some other projects that we have in line and some just hopefully inspiring content that is all about getting out there and on some adventures. So without further ado, I'm going to show you this plumbing and we'll go from there. See ya. All right, what we have here is a 15-gallon freshwater tank from Class A Customs. This is going to run all of the freshwater needs for this van. This is a cold water system only in this van. So this will be feeding the sink in the galley, and we will also have a shower port here so that you can run a spray nozzle out of the back. As you can see, we've got our cold water fill, so that goes in, comes down this drain, and then that goes into our 15-gallon tank. What's unique about this system, that's pretty standard as you can see, but what's unique is that we've tucked in a 7-gallon tank down below. And this tank is separated from the 15-gallon tank in many ways, but it's also connected. So the connection is that when we're filling our freshwater tank, it's also going to divert down and we're going to fill the lower tank as well. Of course, the way water works is as soon as that 7-gallon tank fills up, then all of the water will be diverted to the 15-gallon tank to get it full. And then we've also connected them in one other way, and that is through the output. So this right here is the water coming out of the 15-gallon tank. It comes through like normal, would go through a sediment filter and then into the pump, and that's like a typical system. But I've added a T or a junction in here. It's hard to get there, right here. So that comes down below, and then we come down into a valve, which in this case is open, but if it were closed here, we would now be completely separated. If I open that valve, let me close this one. If I open that valve, like so, I can now fill our evaporative cooler tank from our 15-gallon freshwater tank should we need more water while out camping or off grid. So that is the way that you connect them. You would then shut this down. You now have the 7-gallon tank for the Fresaire unit completely freestanding from the freshwater system. This additional valve is so in the winter, or if I needed to do maintenance on the system, I can open this valve, and I can now drain the entire system out to the ground. So this comes over down through the floor, and then we just have an open drain to the ground that would allow us to winterize this quite easily, or if worst case scenario we had a leak, we could make a fix. So the other things that we've had to do to modify this for the system is what you'll see here, and sorry for the movement, it's hard to get the camera to do what I want. This is the pump that comes with the Fresaire. So right there is the pump, and then right here is I've made a way for the low water sensor of the Fresaire unit to be able to detect low water. So anyways, I think it's a pretty cool system. I'll get out the tank that Fresaire sends. I've got some issues with it, mainly because it's just kind of hard to install, and I don't trust it over the long run as far as not leaking. So just thought I'd give you a look at that. I guess one other thing to note is that I have the vent tubes right here. That's the vent tube from the 7-gallon tank, and it comes around here. This is the return line from the evaporative cooler that comes back into that drain line to allow water to recycle back down into the tank. And then those tubes go up here, and then it then combines with the vent tube from the fresh water tank, and then runs up to the cold water inlet right here. So I think it's a pretty cool system. Tomorrow I'm going to take it out and put it on test, fill it up with water, and see how she holds. Make sure that there are no leaks before I build this out any further. But in the meantime, I think it'll be a pretty sound solution. Just kind of as an FYI, this will get covered up. This is going to be 2 cubbies that will have removable parts should we need to get into the plumbing. And then above all of this goes the bed platform. And that is what we've got. Let me go grab the Fresaire tank, and I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so if you buy a Fresaire tank or a Fresaire kit, this is the tank that it comes with. And it is ready to go in, I think, 2 orientations. If I recall, it is predetermined to come in the horizontal orientation. I've got some water in this, so I'm not going to go completely horizontal with it. But in that case, you would fill the tank here, and then you would have the low water sensor is here, and the pump is here. And those just kind of are installed with just a rubber grommet. It's not like a screwed fitting or anything that's like really all that secure, so it's hard for me to trust it and know that it's gonna like never leak or feel like it'll never leak. If you wanted it in a vertical orientation, you would take this plug out, put it here, take this plug out, put it here, and you can make it a vertical tank flipped around, and then you can fill from that side. So I like that it's flexible, but I find that it's a lot easier to work with a rectangle in the shape of these tanks and with fittings that are like traditional plumbing fittings than it is to work with a tank like this. So it's been a little bit of work to adapt and modify, but I think having a system that has one fill for both our freshwater and our evaporative cooler, and having all the plumbing combined to make it to where it's just going to be a lot more user friendly. So again, I don't have a lot of feedback on the Fresaire unit. If you have questions about it and want to see more, let me know. I can do a video showing you what it looks like and kind of what it takes to install it. I'm more than happy to work with you on that and talk to you about that. So let me know, and I hope this helps, gives you ideas not only for plumbing the Fresaire unit, but maybe plumbing in general, showing you what can be done on these vans. Again, this is an 18 Ford Transit. This is the 148 wheelbase, medium roof, and it was a passenger van when we started. Just a little bit more information about this. Kind of the whole build is around 2 large dog kennels that are going in this area, and then a 3rd dog kennel that will be going behind the driver's seat. And the client has dogs that she shows, and and that's just a big part of her life. So we're building the van for her and for that specifically. But it's got a full decked out Renogy electrical system. It'll have a full galley with a refrigerator, microwave, and sink. Sleeping for two. It'll have a composting toilet in it. So, oh, and a Webasto heater. So I think it's got pretty much all the things that that all of you are looking for. But of course, there's a lot of customization and variation that we can do on that. So hope this finds you well. Hope this helps you out a little bit, inspires you. Get out there, have some fun, build one of these for yourself. Give us a call. We'd love to help you if there's something that you don't want to do or can't do. And yeah, we look forward to seeing it on the road. Cheers. Boom, bum, bum, dum, dum.